Oh hi, everything is awful and how dare you assume my gender. Welcome to 2017, a time and place where no matter where you fall on the socio-political spectrum, you're probably offended about something. And I get it, I was born in 1983 into a time before the internet was in things, before we had to start thinking about people complexly, also before porgs, which is probably the greater travesty. Everything is a social construct. Everything is imbued with meaning because we've chosen to give it meaning. At least that's kind of how it feels. This stems from a conversation I was having with a friend the other day where we said, it's a social construct, a few times. And then it dawned on me that we often use that phrase for things that are kind of unexplainable. For those who might be confused, a social construct is a thing or a concept that we as a culture have agreed on, but may not actually represent reality. A great example of this is pink being considered a girl's color and blue being considered a boy's color. Color, by itself, does not have a gender. Wait, is that racist? Now for some of you it might feel wrong to dress a little boy in pink, but why? Interestingly, in the early 1900s, it was exactly the opposite. Little girls were dressed in blue and little boys were dressed in pink, but that's really not what this video is about. It's about sexist porgs. Wait. No. For another example, let's say that aliens landed tomorrow. There's nothing about a dress that says it has to be worn by a woman. Although, for sure, they'd be confused by the Scots, aren't we all? Clothing, like color, does not have a gender. At a certain point, it feels like a Russian nesting doll of meaning. You strip away gender, and then you can strip away class and ethnicity, and so on. Without us being conditioned that certain objects or ideas are only made for certain people, it's entirely reasonable to believe that they could be exactly the opposite to what they are now. Your brain, or at least mine, begins to crumble. Oh, I could go for some apple crumble right now. Stay on track, Kyle. I don't present this information so that you rush out into the streets and start yelling at new mothers for dressing their babies a certain way. That's why I can't go back to the mall anymore. What you can do is evaluate the positions and ideas that you have. Why are you upset by what this person over here is choosing to wear? Why is it weird that this color is being used? When you really stop to think about it, everything is a social construct. Except paradoxically that social construction paper I bought the other day. But what do you think? Are you even watching a video right now, or am I in the room with you? Dare to dream. Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Kyle. I upload videos every Monday and Thursday, and if you want to see more videos like this, consider becoming a patron over on my Patreon page. Now just to think of something that I can make out of this social construction paper. Oh, I know. Systemic racism.